It's Lonely at the Top, part 2. Well, that's what I was going to call this video. I might actually change the name and call it You Will Lose Friends and Family Along the Way. Now, I did make a video called It's Lonely at the Top. Go check it out. Interesting to see. When you make certain videos, you anticipate that certain videos are going to do better than others. And some of the videos that you just expect it to just be a normal video and that, the comment section, the engagement is mad. And if I remember rightly, yeah, the comment section was quite interesting on that video. It's Lonely at the Top. Go check it out. There was one thing I said in that video. When you're on certain paths, when you're on certain journeys and that, you have to censor out your success. You know, you can't have certain conversations around certain people because it may make them feel inferior. They might question your success. They might almost come in like an interrogation. How did you get that? How are you able to do this and do that? Even dumb stuff. I've experienced people ask me, how are you able to maintain a motorbike and a car at the same time? Because I fucking earn a decent wage and I save my money. And I know how to manage my finances. That's how. Yeah, I was living at mum's house and I moved out my mum's yard and I still got a motorbike and a car. My motorbike's not even at my yard, it's in my mum's back garden. Still managing both of them, still paying for both of them and that, easily. And I go and you get me my precious, you get me motorbike Matilda, that's the name of the motorbike still. My precious bike, you get me, I only get to see her once every 2 weeks and that, you get me? But yeah, people will interrogate you. How did you get this? How you do that? How are you able to get hold of 2, 3 properties, 4 properties at your tender age of 30 years old? How? People might not even say that right then and there, but definitely on their journey home, train home, whatever, innit? Yeah, when they got some alone time, they be thinking, how the fuck? Because I'm 50 or whatever, innit? I ain't got that. Just what I was saying in that video. So yeah, you're gonna lose friends and family on the way, and obviously it's got nothing to do with people passing away. Unfortunately, people are gonna pass away in your life and that. But you're gonna lose friends and family along the way. And it's not because you've had an argument with them. It's not because they're hating on you. It's because, like, you can't even, I don't know, like, you don't even want to be around certain people and their mediocre lifestyle and their mediocre energy. Like, literally, there's some people I know, I don't even want to go and check them. I don't even want to go and hang around with them. I think to myself, if I go and chat to them and I'm sitting in their kitchen or whatever, I'll be thinking to myself, like, when I'm anticipating to go check these people and sit down in their dining room or whatever, and like, what am I gonna get from this situation here? Don't get twisted, man. Don't go places to extract and suck energy from people and that. But it's like, sometimes, man, I feel like I don't even want to be around this mediocre energy. A lot of you lot might be watching this right now and think, what the fuck is he talking about? Trust me, when you're on a different path and that, you start to think different. You start to outgrow and evolve beyond the people in your circles and that. Talking about circles, you are what you hang around with. That is the realest truth. I'll tell you, that's the realest truth. You hang around with 10 man, 5 man. You hang around with 5 man and you're close to 5 man. Within a few years, if those 5 man, they're multi-millionaires, got 50 million to their name, within a few years you will have your first million at least. Easily. Easily. You are what you hang around with. Them man there could easily just say, yo, do you know what? You got that tenacity, I respect you, you get me, you're a hard grinder and that. Here's a couple mil. You need to invest it in this. Well, you got your first meal. Just because you're associating with the right people. You hang around with mediocre people Ain't none of them people there can boss you. And don't get it twisted, man, not hang around with people so that they can boss me. Don't get it twisted. So that they can bring me down on this thing. Don't get it twisted. But you are definitely not getting anywhere hanging around with mediocre people, needy people. There's certain people, they want nice things in this life, you know. Me, I want nice things in this life, you know. But the difference between me and them is they want nice things to look rich and that. Yeah? They want nice things just to make themselves feel good. Me, I want nice things, you know why? Because that is a representation of my hard work. Certain man, they just want to drive a Ferrari and that and live in a nice big house and that so it looks good so that they can stunt on the Ross Clark gram. Me, I want nice things and I want a nice car, I want a nice big house. Not because it's just going to make me feel good, because the reason it's a byproduct of my hard work. There's people out here, if they could just have nice things without putting any work, they would just get it just like that. Me, I actually want to go through the grind and go through the troubles and the trials and tribulations to get the nice things. I never worry about money, you know. You know there's people right now, yeah, they're sweating. I told you already in videos before. There's certain people right now, they're sweating. Not because their house is hot. No, their house is freezing. They're sweating because they're scared. They can't even afford to turn on the heating. Man, I'm putting down in my comment section, I can't remember what video it was. Oh, forced to live on 1 meal per day. Man, I'm talking about we don't turn on the heating for 7 months. Put a Ross Clark jumper on. The man didn't say Ross Clark, but man, I'm talking about they don't put the heating on for 7 months. Put a jumper on and that. You think I feel like, no, I don't think like that. I don't need to worry about bills and that. I always got money in my pocket. And I like to think about this certain times. I mean, I might have spoken about a couple of times in my videos and that, definitely at least once or twice. I remember when I was broke, obviously being a youth, being a pitney, 11 years old, you're broke. You depend on your parents, you're broke. But I remember having 50p to my name, you know, during the summer holidays. When man was transitioning from year 10 to year, from year 5 to year 6, from year 6 to year 7. I remember having 50p. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's got to last me a couple of days. It's got to last me a couple of days until my stepdad's on the sofa, and then you get me, from certain money fall out his pocket and I have to go down the side of the crack of the sofa to get the change that he's left behind. And yeah? This has got to last me, blood. Remember them Mr. Freeze ice poles? 10p. Now, 2022, them flipping Mr. Freeze, and this was what 18, 19 years ago and that. They were 10p back then. Now they're probably all 50p. With this crazy inflation and that. I remember when Freddos. Used to be 10p. Now all 25p and that. I remember when you could go to the shop and buy penny sweets. Remember them little blackjacks? Yeah, the little 1p blackjacks. And the 1p fruit salad. There's no such thing as penny sweets no more. 1 pence has no value. You cannot buy. What can I was even talking about with my girl Nadia. I was saying, what can you even buy for 5p? You can't buy nothing for 5p. I don't think there's any sweet in the shop that you can buy physically for 5p anymore. But anyway, I like to reminisce and I like remembering the times, like, because I've got money now. I ain't rich, don't get it twisted, but man is super comfortable. I like to know, say that I can go in the shop anytime I buy whatever I want. I don't need to wait until certain money's coming in or whatever, innit? These are the perks. You know, it's the blessing of getting your stuff together and you get me making sacrifice and making something yourself so you can reminisce and remember the times when, you get me, you get me, you didn't really have it like that. Where you were struggling. One day when I get a nice little neat car and I'm gonna remember, like my car's got some problems right now and it's been a cheap ass to fix it, but like my passenger window, it don't close properly without it. Anyways, it's mad. The window goes up and it goes down. I'm always out trying to fiddle about with it. The car's vibrating and all them things there. Now it's doing some madness and that. One day when I'm driving a nice, neat ride, when I got a nice, neat car, a nice, neat whip, I'm gonna remember when I was driving that beat up Honda Civic. And just one thing as well. All the Americans, they get on to man that drive Honda Civic, you know. But man's come under some of Kirich's videos and that. Because you get me, been on, I think, was it the Just Pearly Fins podcast and that. And the white girl that's hosted the thing, is talking about, oh yeah, Honda Civic, shit, talking about, you're like a Honda Civic, but you want BMW prices for a Honda Civic or whatever. And basically getting onto the Honda Civic. Them Americans and that, they love getting onto the Honda Civics and that. And I'm sitting there thinking, blah, I got a Honda Civic, fam. But yeah, one day, you get me, I'll be driving a nice car thinking, I remember when I was driving that beat up, or that, you get me, that Honda Civic, all them problems and that window's not even working properly and that car vibrating like a motherfucker and that. Yeah. But yeah, along the way, you're going to lose people, you're going to lose friends and family along the way. And it's not a case of them hating on you so they distance themselves from you. You distance yourself from them. You think to yourself, what can I learn from being around this person? When you chat to your brethren, is the only conversation that you have with your brethren about gal? How is that helping me get to the top? How's that helping anybody? You're talking about people that don't know you, you don't know them, you don't care about them, yeah? How is this helping you get to the top? Yeah, obviously it's good to, like, you get me, you can't have serious conversations 24/7 and that. But man, want to have conversations with people where we're talking about plans, and even if you get me, their plans ain't the same as your plans, in that man are talking about getting somewhere, not talking about bullshit, gal. Every single time, or what's going on in the social media every single time. So yeah, man, that's it, man. There's certain people out here, they want nice things because obviously it's a representation of their hard work. And there's other people, they want nice things just to feel good, just to look good and impress other people and that. Nah, man, I'm one of them people there. I want nice things because it's a direct representation of my hard work. It's not because I want to look good in front of people. And obviously, you want to look good in front of people. You don't want to look like a tramp or look like an idiot and that. But yeah, man. I was putting on my trainers today to go outside my yard, to go to work. And I think I just saw some woman driving past in a Volkswagen Golf. And I thought to myself, you know what, it would be so much better off, you know. We would have so much more money in our pocket if we just lived and stayed within our means. Literally, there's people right now, they would actually have money in the bank if they didn't waste it on Gucci, didn't waste it on LV, on Mercedes that they can't afford. You got people right now only on some just mediocre money, £200 a day. But yet still they want to drive a fucking Audi Q7 or a Range Rover. Or what was it? Is it the GLE, the big SUV, 40, is it GLE 4.5 litre or whatever? But you're only on £200 a day, fam. There's girl out here that work in administration. They're on fucking £100 a day. But yet still they got the top of the range BMW 1 Series. Or near enough the top of the range BMW 1 Series. What's the need? See, these people want to get to the finish line without doing the hard work. They want to snap their fingers and, you get me, portray the image of success and that. It's the ultimate laziness. Yeah, I don't mind staying within my lane, all in moderation and that. You don't want to be living at your mum's yard in a box room driving a Mercedes and that. C-Class 300 and that. You're living in a box room in your mum's yard. Why not try to save your money and buy your own property? All in moderation. There's man that live in just a normal terraced house and that, but they got a Bentley outside. Bro, you got a Bentley, fam. Yeah, you own your terraced house and that, but why have you got a Bentley? Why are you parking your Bentley in a residence permit only bay? 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Zone C. You're driving a Bentley. You're supposed to be living in an attached house with a triple driveway. You get me? You should not be driving a Bentley, top of the range Bentley and that, but you're living in a mediocre area. Why not live in an area where there's other rich people, like-minded people and that? There's certain people, they want to live in mediocre areas and, you get me, look good and that, just to stunt on the broke people. Me, I rather blend in with other rich people than look like the rich man out of a bunch of broke people. But yeah, man, that's it, man. You're gonna lose people along the way, not because they're hating on you. Obviously, people are gonna hate on you, innit? If people, let me tell you something right now, yeah, before I end the video, yeah. If you ain't got no haters, you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing with your life. If you ain't got no haters, like me, people ain't said it to my face, but I know people hate on me. I even got certain people probably watching this right now that either blatantly hate, man, or slyly hate, man, on sly. If you're not doing nothing with your life, then people ain't gonna hate on you. When you're doing stuff with your life, people are gonna hate on you. If you ain't got no haters, you're not doing nothing. A man who is a broke, tramp, homeless man has no haters. But the man who's a millionaire, and he could be the coolest brother in the world. There's some people who are millionaires and they're arrogant or whatever, but I'm telling you, there's some people out here, they're millionaires, multi-millionaires, and they're just the coolest brothers ever. Breath of fresh air. Or a gal is the coolest gal ever. Breath of fresh air. Just to be around. You get me? Like, you can see why some people wouldn't like me. Yeah? Whether I'm rich or poor. But, man, I ain't saying I'm rich, but whatever financial status I'm at, you can see why certain people wouldn't like me. But there's some people, they're millionaires, they're the coolest people on this earth. But still they get haters, bro. People just want to take your spot. You could be a girl watching this right now. Yeah? You could have a man, your female friends, they hate on you, they want to take your man. You could be a brother watching this right now. You could have a hot thing. There's certain man, they want to take your gal. They're hating on you because they want that girl. You're going to lose people along the way. I've seen man that man used to hang around with before. And I do think to myself, yeah, but why not, you get me, stop a man and say, yo man, look, it's been a long time. And I think to myself, most people do not change. What is the point of me trying to rekindle an old friendship with a man when a man is still on bullshit? A man still has the victim mentality. A man still feels like because he's a black man, it's going to be 10 times harder for him. It's not. It's not. It's not harder as a black man. And if it is a little bit hard, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say it's a little bit harder for black people. Wow. An extra hurdle that we have to jump over. People that think it's harder as a black person, it's just an excuse for laziness, man. You know it. I do not feel like my life has been harder because I'm being a black man. Now, some people could say, oh, well, it's because you're not a white person, so you haven't been able to experience white privilege, which I think is bullshit. I think white privilege is bullshit. There's white people who are broke. There's white people who are rich. There's white people that have a good, easy time. There's white people that have a hard time. Trust me. Come to Northampton. Ain't no fucking white privilege up here. Trust me. There's the brokest of the broke people. And obviously, white privilege ain't got to do with just white people being rich or poor and that. But trust me, there's white people out here struggling. Tell me where the white privilege is there. So what if some people have an easier ride? Do you want life to be easy? How can you really appreciate what you have when you're successful if it was easy? You want to go through pain and not suffering and not mad pain, but you understand what I'm trying to say. You want things to be difficult and So you can look back and appreciate, like I was saying earlier, I've got money in my pocket. I don't need to worry. I could be going to all these stupid places, gauchos, and I choose not to, blood. I could be driving a Mercedes right now. I choose not to. But I could do it. I can look back now. I think like, yeah, anytime I want to spend my, like I can look back now and reminisce on the times when I was broke and when I was a little kid and I can think about it and I think to myself, you know what, yeah, I don't need to experience that no more. Like, I never have to go through that, like, oh, money's tight and that. I work hard, I make sacrifice. That's why I'm in the position that I'm in now. But anyway, man, that's it, man. Respect for making it to the end. How long? What? 20 minutes and 54 seconds. Stay away, it's done now.